Guardian's criticism of PM. Kamla Persad-Bissessar's briefing absence is disingenuous and politically charged, an editorial by Professor Wall Street. The Trinidad Guardian's June 13th article, Questions Remain Unanswered as PM Misses Post-Cabinet Press Briefing, is a textbook example of manufactured controversy and journalistic overreach. To accuse Prime Minister Kamla Persad-Bissessar of dodging national issues because she missed one post-cabinet briefing, especially when her cabinet was still in session, is not only unfair, it's deliberately misleading. Let's be clear. It is the Prime Minister's prerogative to manage national affairs as she deems appropriate, and her absence does not equate to silence or negligence. The article conveniently ignores the fact that the Minister of Foreign and CARICOM Affairs had already engaged the Venezuelan ambassador in official discussions regarding the very matter the Guardian claims went unaddressed. This renders the Guardian's central premise that her absence signals evasion completely hollow. Here are 10 reasons why the Guardian's framing is disingenuous. 1. The cabinet meeting was ongoing. Minister Jill John clearly stated that the cabinet meeting was still in session. The Prime Minister prioritizing governance over optics is a sign of leadership, not neglect. 2. Diplomatic channels were already activated. Foreign Minister Sean Sobers had already opened communication with the Venezuelan authorities, demonstrating that the matter was being handled diplomatically and appropriately. 3. One absence does not mean avoidance. This was the first post-cabinet briefing the Prime Minister missed since taking office on May 1st. Suggesting a pattern of avoidance is both inaccurate and sensationalist. 4. Relevant ministers were present. Ministers Khadija Amin, Saddam Hussein, and Jolene John were all available to field questions in their respective areas. Governance is a team effort, not a solo performance. 5. No new developments on Venezuela. The so-called unanswered questions regarding Venezuela had already been publicly addressed. Nothing substantial changed since her last statement, making the media's expectations unrealistic. 6. Political opportunism disguised as reporting. The article smacks of an attempt to stoke controversy rather than inform the public. In the absence of a scandal, the Guardian appears to be manufacturing one. 7. Respecting institutional roles. Minister Hussein's decision to stay in his lane should be seen as a commitment to accountability and good governance, not evasion. Ministers speaking only on their portfolios prevents misinformation. 8. Ongoing legal proceedings are sensitive. The Vindra Naipaul Kuhlman compensation case is under legal review. Demanding off-the-cuff comments on sensitive judicial matters is irresponsible. Legal Affairs Minister Saddam Hussein, when asked about this, said that was a matter strictly for the Attorney General and he was going to stay in his lane, a directive handed down by PM Persad-Bissessar. 9. The public was not deprived of information. All questions were acknowledged and responses deferred appropriately, indicating transparency, not secrecy. 10. Convenient timing, questionable motives. The timing of this article, coming just weeks into the new administration, raises questions about whether this is genuine scrutiny or politically motivated nitpicking. In conclusion, The Guardian's piece reflects more of the old playbook of gotcha journalism than genuine inquiry. The people of Trinidad and Tobago deserve thoughtful reporting, not petty sensationalism disguised as civic concern. Rather than conjuring scandal, let us focus on facts, diplomacy, and the steady governance this country has long needed and is finally receiving.